All right, W7, I'm Sarah Nassif, and I'm here with guest analyst Peyton Monticelli, and we're here bringing you back to our second live game of the afternoon. Here we have Team 21 wearing the red and the gray, and then in the gold at the plate, up to bat, we have Team 22 wearing gold. So, Peyton, it's our second game of the afternoon, our last one before the home run derby. How have you been feeling about today? I've been feeling good. I've seen a lot of quality at-bats, quality pitching, and quality plays just all around, quality softball. It's all looking good. I'm having a lot of fun. Last year, I wasn't on the W7 broadcast team, but I was here watching. And I definitely feel like I'm more involved now and having a lot more fun with softball and just having fun, honestly. Got a bit of a better seat in the house today. Got a front row seat back behind the backstop over here. We're getting to see a lot from back here, whether it's pitches and how great of spins these pitchers are delivering, catchers' arms, the best plays, whether we've seen so many diving plays today, double plays. It's just, we're having a great time, and I think these girls are too. We've seen so many smiles today. You can just see these girls are loosening up. Yeah, even through the rain, they were all smiling, having fun, so it's great to see. I wasn't necessarily smiling through the rain, but I'm glad the girls still had fun. Yeah. So up to bat, we have Team 22 wearing the golds. So again, if you're new to this live stream, you'll notice they've all got gold jerseys, right? But they have different colored socks. And not just any color, different socks. I'm talking like red and green, like very, very different colored socks. Funky colored socks. So the difference in colors correlates to each player's grad year. So if an athlete has black socks, it means they are a 2023 grad. The red indicates 2024. The white indicates 2025 or 2025, and the dark green indicates 2026, and we have a few neon greens going around, and that is 2027. We only have a few neon greens because, yes, that is 2027. There are girls ages 14 and 15 here at this showcase this weekend playing on the same team as 17-year-olds, but they're making a name for themselves. On the mound today for the red team, we have number 7, Morgan Kosteka out of Andover, Minnesota, a 2024. One quick out here for Team 21 as Kosteka delivers high. Another pitcher we're seeing work up in the zone today. Yes. Last game we saw a lot of mixtures of rise balls, high fastballs, a lot of up in the zone. But on the contrary, towards the end of the game, we saw a really good mix of drop balls and change-ups being mixed in, which was great to see. Ball misses up and away, and that'll allow number 1, Ava Rudd, to advance. Ava Rudd, a 2023 out of New Prague, Minnesota. And at the plate for Team 22, the gold team, is Caitlin Jones, a 2024 out of Mugwanago, Wisconsin. For these fields being played on all day and going through the rain, I think it's honestly looking great. For going through the rain, oh yeah. They are looking beautiful. And that just credits to the field staff we have here at the showcase today. They were out working in the rain, raking. They had the tractors going. They were props to them. They were making everything possible for these girls today. Fastball high and inside. Good catch by the shortstop. Great drop step by shortstop. That is number 9 for Team 21, Jesslyn Stairs, a 2025 out of Southeast Polk, Iowa. That'll bring up number 4 for the gold team, Lila McNeil, a 2024 out of West Tosha, Wisconsin. Lila fouls inside fastball. Lila I know real well. She's one of my fellow Bats teammates. So she's been in the program a while, so it's really good to see her out here today. She's swinging the bat hard. She is. She's ready to go. She has a nasty game face. Lila always comes ready to play.
Hey, a poker face is good in softball.
Oh, yes.
Good.
Off-speed misses low.
That was a good sit on that changeup.
It's a great pitch to throw by Kostecka, especially when you're up in the count. Hitters are a little more tense. You want to throw them off balance. Goes up and again with that off-speed. Misses just high. It's a close miss, though.
Love to see these young kids working on their changeups now, because the more you get older, the more you're going to throw it.
Exactly. Foul tip is caught by Emma Carney behind the plate. That'll be 1 out for Team 21. 3 outs for Team 21. We started the live stream a little late.
It's all right.
And that will quickly advance us to the bottom of the first. So a good first outing for Team Red, liking what we're seeing from them. And that will bring Team Gold into the field. So on the mound for them, we have
Number 7,
Hannah Bernier out of the North Branch area, Minnesota, a 2024. So again, she's one of the numerous Midwest speed athletes we've seen here today. Lots of Minnesota athletes here today, but not just limited to the Midwest. We've seen girls from North Carolina. We saw one girl from Ontario. Girls from Tennessee, Kansas. Everyone's making the drive here to Waukesha to be here today, including college coaches. More so in these last 2 games, we've seen a lot of coaches kind of branch out from the easy ups and kind of watch some softball.
These coaches are everywhere, too.
They are.
Like, I look behind my little screen here, and there are 5 sitting along the backstop just watching the game. It's really cool to see them all out.
Really great that we could get the opportunity to be here today. The sunshine came around right at the right time. Didn't quite hold through for our skills testing. Our skills testing, if you're new to the stream, did get moved inside to the indoor facility at next level. So footage is still being gathered from skills testing, except it will not be streamed live. Footage is being recorded from inside. We are still getting interviews. We're miking athletes up. So all of that will be uploaded on the W7 stream, but it will be posted at a later date. Also coming later today is our Home Run Derby, one of the most anticipated events of the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
So tonight, not only the Home Run Derby, but we'll have skills competitions. We'll find out who our leaders were from the skills competition, who threw the fastest, who ran the fastest. All of that will be discovered tonight at 7:15 sharp. So be sure, we've got 30 girls here signed up for the Home Run Derby. They're thrilled about it. Their teammates are thrilled about it. We're thrilled about it.
Oh, yeah. We can't wait.
So if you want to loosen up tonight, listen to some good music. There's a live DJ, and watch some girls just have fun and loosen up and come here to have fun and play softball. 7:15 sharp. That's where you got to be, right here on W7. Up to bat for Team Red, we have number 2, Taylor Bloom, a 2025 out of Lamira, Wisconsin.
We're looking for some balls over here.
It's been the struggle all day,
I
it
know,
seems like.
we're losing them. I think we're losing them to other fields more than we're losing them to the woods back there.
Like you said earlier, a lot of long strikes today.
Heck yes.
Balls going in between the 2 fields that we have live games here at today.
Yes.
Again, these games are being played in showcase fashion. That means it's not like traditional softball being played. If you're at the plate and you draw 4 balls, you better be staying at the plate because one of your teammates is going to go to first base and run for you. The whole idea of these showcase games is to make the most of every opportunity you get. That means if you're at the plate, you have an at-bat, you're going to wait to make contact before you go back to that dugout. Same thing with the rotation of innings. If you get 3 outs in 1-2-3 style, you're going to wait to maybe get 4 or 5 outs because they want to make sure they're rotating through at least 5 or 6 batters every half inning to make sure girls are getting at least 4 or 5 at-bats in the hour and 20-minute long games that are being played. So you'll have to bear with us and bear with this style of game. It's a little different, but it's so that these girls can showcase their skills and these college coaches can see the great skills that these girls have. So pop out will give the gold team one quick out.
Working up in the zone. Another pitcher.
Hannah Bernier continues to work on the mound. Up to bat for the gold team is number 3, Emma Carney, a 2024 out of Carmel, Illinois. We mentioned this earlier if you were paying attention to some of the earlier skills events live streams we had, but our new player graphics allow
It's a good off speed.
viewers and scouts to see everything that they need to know about a player, whether that's their position, their names, where they're from, their grad year. But new this year, we also have their Twitter handle. So college coaches, if you're out there watching and you see a player that you're interested in, be sure to follow up their Twitter handles. Maybe see how they're doing in high school and really be sure to follow them.
Yeah, because these kids are ballers. Like, they're here to play.
They are. And they were here early. This event started at 8 a.m. sharp.
You've been here all day.
Yes, yes. And still 4 more hours to go, but it's all right. Yeah. We're having fun.
We've got family fun night coming up. I am
so
pumped.
excited. I am so excited.
I can't wait.
Viewers at home, you guys should be too.
Hey, don't just watch at home. You guys should come out tonight.
Yes, Infinity
be here
Fields
in person.
Waukesha. Oh yes.
Oh yes, Infinity Fields. Get here.
Up to bat for Team 21 is Kaylee Westfall, a 2025 out of Waupun, Wisconsin. Great inside pitch from Bernier.
She's looking good. She's throwing hard.
She is. That ball looked like it had a little bit of a screw spin to it.
Yes. A little off-speed action there.
She really spins the ball well.
Yes.
She's been effective for her team. She limited the number of successful at-bats the Team 21 has been able to have and hasn't gotten anyone on base yet.
Yeah, she's spinning it really well.
She is. She's working up in the zone. She's really disguising that spin well as well.
Yes. That's an important thing to note as well, is that speed isn't all that matters when it comes to when you're a pitcher. Like, you can be effective, just as effective as a person who throws hard if you have good spin. So I think that's just important to note, because I think a lot of kids think if I don't throw hard, then I'm not going to be good. But there are girls out there that play collegiately, like for Oklahoma, that just are spinners, and they work their butts off to get that spin perfection. And, I mean, they're just as effective, if not more, than a 70-mile-per-hour thrower.
And viewers, if you're new to the stream, Peyton is committed to go pitch at the University of Wisconsin next year. So she has had a long softball career. So she has faced numerous pitchers. So I'm sure you've seen your fair share of pitchers. And being one yourself, it gives you a whole new view of being able to watch and coach and umpire, even as you said before.
Yeah.
So as we work into the top of the second inning, believe number 7, Morgan Costeca, is still our pitcher, as yes, she is. So on the display here, we have the whole roster for Team 22 up there for you. So a good mix in grades. We've got a few 2023s, a few 2024s, a few 2025s, and even one 2026. So a great mix of ages here, which just adds to the whole mentorship that comes along with showcases like this. Being able to mix different girls of different positions, different ages, and really being able to learn from one another. I mean, you've been to your fair share of showcases. What's it like being able to mentor the younger girls? On the flip side, I'm sure they look up to you, but what's it like being able to know that you've impacted maybe an athlete who's still growing in their career?
It's really cool to be able to have an impact on a younger kid, especially just growing up through the game and being mentored by older girls before you. It's cool to be able to give back to those kids who have the same aspirations as you and they want to go play collegiate softball somewhere. So just being able to pass on the information that you have is so beneficial for the younger kids.
At the plate right now for Team 22 is Sydney Vittangle, a 2025 out of Wisconsin Lutheran High School in Wisconsin. She'll foul her first pitch for an 0-1 count. And the 0-1 pitch approaching. Again, she'll take that outside pitch, foul it away. Quickly, 0-2 for Kostecka on the mound, a 2024 out of Andover, Minnesota. Again, another Midwest speed player.
Off speed.
Ooh, off
Ooh,
speed.
off the shin. That's gotta hurt. That was a good
That was
play
a
by that
great
first baseman.
Great grab by the first baseman and great cannon from
Yes.
shortstop over there.
Gotta love it when your first baseman can stretch.
Yes. And that stretch was made by none other Kieran Sanford, a 2025 out of Mishicot, Wisconsin. And the arm over there at shortstop was number 9, Jesslyn Stairs, a 2025 out of Iowa. So the pitcher battle going on right here, and a battle of the sevens. So 2 pitchers and the battle of the sevens. Doesn't get much better than that. Up to bat is Hannah Bernier, 2024 out of North Branch area, Minnesota.
This pitcher is working a lot inside on her, so we'll see if she continues this throughout her at-bat.
And it's interesting, too, because these pitchers in these showcases, obviously they're on teams with sometimes 1, 2, or even teams of 3 other pitchers besides themselves. So they're getting pitching time, but not necessarily a full game's worth like they might be used to. So that being said, they kind of have to almost speed up their mix of pitches.
Like expedite,
almost.
yeah.
Yes, expedite. That's what I was looking for.
I got you. Don't worry.
They don't necessarily have as many innings to experiment with their pitches or necessarily kind of reserve throwing inside for one half of the game and mixing it up and throwing outside. They kind of have to mix up what they're throwing.
And it's impressive to see, especially as these kids are younger. I think you even said this pitcher is a 2025 or something like that.
Yes.
But she's a younger kid, and to see her working like this is very cool.
Lots of credit to all the athletes out here this weekend.
Yes.
Up to bat now, number 8, Maya Price, a 2024 out of St. James Academy in Kansas. 0-1. The 1-0 pitch being delivered. Nice off speed.
She's throwing her changeup for a strike a couple of times now, so I thought that was a really, really good pitch.
Very
She would have had me
effective.
swinging on it at least.
She was smiling. She wanted it.
Yeah. You know your pitchers want it when they smile at a call. They thought it should have been the other way.
Great movement on the outside of the pitch, and
Yes.
that'll get Maya Price. Due up now for Team Gold, number 9, Abby Otterness, a 2023 out of Watertown Mare, Minnesota. Ball misses out and low. 1-0 pitch now approaching. So we are scoreless here in the top of the second. But again, these games are moving fast.
Good.
An hour and 20 minutes with no time wasted. Trying to get these girls as many quality at-bats as possible. Really just making sure these girls can showcase all of their skills in different positions. Ooh. That ball shot right back up at
That's the second ball up the
Kostecka.
middle to her, I think, this game. Hey, good for her, though, for
good
not going to go get the
reaction,
glove.
Yeah, very true.
I've seen pitchers go get the glove before they went to go get the ball. So
No, she went straight to the ball. But again, with showcase rules, we'll have another inning switch. So here in the bottom of the second. But first, we're going to hear a few words from our sponsor, Jolly Good Soda. Again, Jolly Good Soda has been one of our loyal sponsors here at W7 for the past year now, and we have much to credit for them. And here are a few words from Jolly Good Soda.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
Jolly Good soda is so good. It is literally my favorite drink besides water, obviously. But Jolly Good soda is where it's at. And if you haven't tried it, go to the store right now and get it. My favorite personally is cream soda. Go get it right now. It is so good.
She's not just saying this. It is a fan favorite.
It
the
is.
number of games I've called, the number of girls I've interviewed, they love Jolly Good soda. I remember playing high school softball, and W7 would text me that they were coming to stream our games, and they would tell me, they're like, Sarah, tell them we want this flavor. They want this flavor. It's just everyone loves Jolly Good soda.
Yeah,
I
the first
can't
time I
blame 'em.
actually had Jolly Good soda was when W7 came to broadcast at one of our home tournaments, and I was picked for player of the game, and I was so excited. And then Gary whipped out his Jolly Good soda, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to try this. So when I got home, I had one immediately, and I took a picture with it and put it on Twitter, and I was like, enjoying my Jolly Good soda. And oh my gosh, it was so good, and I'm just kind of addicted now, which is okay, but
So
yeah.
that batter you just saw up to bat was number 6, Kaylee Nemec. But now due up is number 7, Morgan Costeca, the pitcher. She grounds out over to third base. So 2 quick outs for Team 22. And that'll bring up Kieran Sanford, a 2025 out of Michigan. Again, she was that arm we saw over at shortstop. First pitch misses low and away from Bernier. Two and 0. Bernier missing low her first few pitches, which was a bit of a change from what we saw last inning. She was working a lot of high inside and that rise that she disguised very well. She pounds it in for a strike. She takes that inside pitch and drives it right to left center. A great piece of hitting. And that'll put her easily on at first. Great piece of hitting by number 9. Due up for Team Red, number 10, Carly Stuckmeyer, a 2023 out of Delano, Minnesota.
Attempts for the double.
Chopper over to third. Will get her teammate, number 9, Jesslyn Stairs, out at second. Almost a double play. We've seen a few here today.
Very good attempt.
Very good attempt. These middle infielders, they've got great footwork.
And
they're
great
very
arms.
quick. And we talked about this a little bit last game. These girls have so much knowledge about the game of softball. They have absolutely no hesitation with the ball, with their plays.
They have very head-smart softball players.
Which is what these college coaches like to see. They like to see these girls still young, but still so mature in their game of softball.
Good cut.
Up to bat for Team Red, we have number 8, Kieran Sanford, a 2025 out of Michigan.
That's a good ball.
She lines that up to center field, and that ball is retired by number 4, Lila McNeil, out in center field. So as we touched on earlier, this will be our final game of live games that'll be streamed today, but tomorrow you can expect to see some more. We will be covering 2 games of live streamed games tomorrow versus 1. And it'll be very similar to how today's is being run, except tomorrow will be a bit of a shorter day. We'll be wrapping up the event, but not before our home run derby tonight. Again, we're going to hype up Family Fun Night because it's definitely a time you don't want to miss. It's the time that arguably a lot of these girls have been looking forward to all week. It's really just a time for them to embrace their friendships that they've made. I mean, last year it was just a surreal experience being in this facility and getting to see all these girls having just met each other that day and really coming out to support their teammates. I mean, these girls lived almost an hour and a half away, and they were staying to watch their friends and their teammates in the home run derby. So it's just a lot of fun. I think viewers at home, if you guys want something fun to watch tonight, 7:15, Peyton and I will be on the air,
Oh,
and
yeah.
we'll be bringing you all the fun tonight. So
All night.
definitely won't want to miss it.
Yeah, I know I'm definitely looking forward to the home run derby. I can't wait to see some kids pound the ball.
On the mound for Team Red is number 8, Kieran Sanford, a 2025 out of Michigan, Wisconsin. So we just saw her at bat. And again, you can tell their grad years by their colored socks.
That's a very cool way to organize it.
It
because you're
is.
mixing them with older kids. And I think I know I definitely would prefer this format over splitting them up by
Yes.
age group because these
I
kids
agree.
get the opportunity to learn from each other instead of just learning from the coaches and the college coaches here if they had camps beforehand. So
It's also so great because these girls will take these friendships outside of this showcase, whether they see each other at a tournament next summer or they're following each other's high school seasons on Twitter. They'll remain in touch, and it's so cool to have almost that older mentor that you can still follow and keep in touch with.
yeah, I played in a showcase back in the day. I think I was 14 or 15, but literally the girl that caught for me there, I still know her and I still follow her on Twitter. And every time we see each other in tournaments, we're like, hey, what's up? Like, we still say hi. Like, these relationships you build at these showcases and at these tournaments with all these new players, they last a long time. And I'm 18 now, so it's been 4 years.
That's the power of sports.
Oh, yeah.
High and outside, and
Good hops over there by the batter on deck.
oh yeah.
Nearly got her.
Count moves quickly to 0-1.
Ooh,
Ball fouled off in the same spot. That on-deck batter. She's
that
just
on-deck
getting work
batter
back there.
is in a
Count moves
dangerous
quickly
position.
to 0-2. We'll see which pitch Kieran Sanford mixes in here. She's early in her count.
I say keep up with something fast. It looks like she's a little behind on her.
Fouling off in the same area.
This girl up to bat's a competitor right here.
She is.
She's not going to go down without a fight.
Again, they're fighting for quality at bats. They want these coaches to know exactly what you just said. We're not backing down from this at bat without a fight.
There we
Takes
go.
it high
She
and
went
outside.
exactly opposite of where she was fouling him off. That's very cool.
Ground ball retired by third baseman Taylor Bloom for first
Oh.
quick out for Team Red.
That was a good at bat.
It was a great at bat.
We love quality at bats.
Oh yes.
Maybe pitchers don't like quality at bats, but I know hitters
But
do.
we've been seeing them work all day. Just as much as these hitters are fighting, these pitchers are fighting. We've
Oh,
seen
yeah.
10 and 12 pitch count at bats. They're not giving up. They're pounding the strike zone and pounding it relentlessly. Count moves quickly to 0-1. On number 1, Ava Rudd, a 2023 out of New Prague, Minnesota. Another unique thing about these showcases is these girls get very limited at bats in the very limited games they're playing. So oftentimes when you're playing a travel or a high school game, you maybe don't attack that first pitch, that strike. But that's not the case here. These girls are being aggressive from the jump. If that pitch is there, they're lining it to center field. They're lining it to left field. They're taking advantage of the pitches they get as early as they can.
And most of the time, pitchers are going to try and throw a first pitch strike. Because like we said in the other game, we were talking about the 75% strikeout ratio if you get ahead right away as a pitcher. So if pitchers are throwing strikes and they're throwing something good in the first 2 pitches, then go after it and go get it.
Certainly. A swing and a miss from number 2, 2026, Lila Johansson out of Farmington, Minnesota. Still scoreless here through the top of the 3rd.
Good attempt by the pitcher.
Ground ball just up the middle. And that'll put Johansson on.
We've seen a couple balls up the middle today.
We have. Great diving attempts from our middle infielders, however.
Yes, very great diving attempts.
Due up for Team Gold, number 3, Caitlin Jones, a 2024 out of Mugwanago, Wisconsin.
Good pitch. That ball is moving a lot coming out of her hand.
It is. And we can see it. We are standing currently literally right behind home plate. This backstop is not very big, so we can see all the movement. Great get from number 2 at third base, Taylor Bloom.
There.
A good work of looking back that runner.
Yes.
She knew that runner was halfway down the baseline and going to second, but she was just worried about getting that out at first.
And you don't even have to like fake throw it at them. You just have to give them a look to give them like that notice that you are watching them,
That
and
eye
you know
contact.
that they're actually there.
New on the mound for Team 22 is number 9, Abby Otterness, a 2023 out of Watertown Mare, Minnesota. We'll also give some love to the catchers working back there. Catching for the Team Gold is number 1, Ava Rudd, a 2023 out of New Prague, Minnesota.
We love our pitchers our catchers over
As
here.
pitchers.
Yes.
Yes, catchers do so much for us as pitchers, whether it's getting our spirits up when we're in a funk or really saving us on some pitches.
And their communication to the rest of the field is just amazing.
Everything.
It means so much as a pitcher to have that catcher there for you and to know that they know what is happening in the game. And
Catchers are one of the smartest softball players.
I would argue that they are probably the most they are the smartest softball player on the field when you're playing.
I might have to agree with you on that one.
Just thinking like pitch calling wise, like especially in this showcase, like these kids don't know each other. So they're calling just based off of what they saw in warm-ups. And they're reading where the batter is in the box, which is super cool to see. I know I appreciate it when my catchers do that for me, when they're already observing where the batter is in the box and where she would probably miss if she got a pitch. So, yeah, I love my catchers.
And it's working for the most part. I mean, we haven't seen many high-scoring games.
No, not at all.
Yes, these girls are great hitters and they're making good contact, but these pitchers and catchers are making those girls work for those hits.
Yes, they're not giving them many free passes.
No. It also helps when walks don't technically exist.
True.
But up to bat is number 1, 2025, Sadie Svensson out of Huntley, Illinois. Ball misses up and out of the zone. 3-0 pitch on the way for Otterness.
It's a nice pitch. She's coming in with that heat.
She is.
I wish we had a gun back here.
I know.
I'd
We
love
had one
to
this
know the
morning. We
speed.
had one this morning. Yeah. The rain, let me tell you.
Maybe a college coach would lend me one. Be like, can I actually borrow that? Oh.
A line drive through the hands of the second baseman will allow Sadie Svensson to advance to first, and that'll put a runner on for Team 21.
I have a feeling that she is a dangerous base runner. She looks quick.
I can sense the speed.
Yes.
She just kicked the dust a little
Oh,
bit.
boy.
She's getting ready to
She's
go.
revving her engines.
Up now for Team 21, number 2, Taylor Bloom, a 2025 out of Lamira, Wisconsin. She fouls off strike 1. Again, going at that first pitch.
Aggressive
And
hitters.
she's got a runner out there to work with.
Yeah.
We are scoreless through the third, so we'll see if we can stir something up here in the third. Ball misses out and away. Ava Rudd is keeping Svensson honest at first, though. Not giving her any freebies. Great eye behind the catcher. Bloom pop flies out to right field. Svensson got a big lead at first. She kind of was like stopped in her tracks about halfway down the baseline. She got back. She's smiling. She knows it too.
I mean, on those, you never know. They could get dropped.
Never know.
I
Now
think she was probably okay, too,
Yeah.
being out that far, judging by her speed. For me, though, I would be dead out. Got her. That was a great throw from our catcher back here. You love to see it.
So now no runners on for Team Red as Emma Carney approaches the plate at 2024 out of Carmel Catholic, Illinois. Ball chopped to the shortstop. Charges that ball.
Hey, your shortstop's got your
Right out
back.
of first. Yes, she does.
We love that.
Great effort
Trusting
by
her
Otterness, though.
defense, yes.
Attempting to field her position. She was ready for the ball, and that's exactly what you want to see from a pitcher. Not
She
only
was
those
expecting it.
that can deliver it, but those that can be prepared to field the ball as well.
And that is a big thing for college coaches, I would say, as well, is knowing that your pitcher can actually field her position if a ball is hit back to her.
Now up for Team 21, number 4, Kaylee Westfall out of Waupun, Wisconsin. First pitch for Otterness will miss low and in the dirt. Ball misses up and in.
Good pitch. I'm impressed with all of these pitchers that aren't afraid to work up in the zone.
I agree.
I don't
work
feel like
up and in as well.
Yeah, I don't feel like we see a lot of rise ball pitchers nowadays.
No.
They're
Or effective.
effective rise ball pitchers. Yeah.
And again, these girls have been playing all day, so fatigue is surely settling in at right about now. And so the fact that these pitchers are able to throw this rise ball so effectively and throw all their pitches, frankly, effectively with tremendous spin, just shows you their endurance and their resiliency, and shows that they can play multiple games in a day and still be at their A game.
Yes.
Still working the count is Westfall.
That's a nice change-up. Holy cow, that was a nice off-speed.
I had great spin. I wish you viewers
thing
at
was
home could
moving.
see that
Holy
behind
cow.
the plate like we could.
Oh, my gosh. We should get a camera that, like, looks like our eyes
I
or something,
agree.
because I need people to see that. That was insane.
It could just be a pitcher thing too.
True.
Me and Peyton both pitch, but it was
It's
great.
a pitcher thing, maybe. That was spinning, though. Holy cow.
Again, on the display, we have Team 22's roster up for you viewers at home. And we'll also put Team 21's roster up there as well. So again, a great mix of girls, ages 23, 24, 2000 grad years, of course, 25, 26, few 27s. Just a great mix of athletes from all over. And again, you can see the pitcher's mound right there. These girls, they're already so just comfortable with one another. So great to see.
Yes. It's cool to see them all coming together after just meeting, like, earlier in the day, really.
Yeah, and team chemistry is so important. So many teams struggle with finding that chemistry, and it ultimately affects their performance. And the way that these girls are able to just mesh so well together from day one just helps them in their performance, both on the team aspect and in the individual aspect when they're getting their skills tested.
Yeah, our coaches at the Beverly Bandits even told us, he's like, your if you could have a team that has the best athletes but the worst connections with like between teammates, and you would lose games because you're just not in one mindset. Like you're not together enough. So, I mean, it's all about team bonding and getting to know each other here.
It's well said. Up for Team 22 is number 4, Lila McNeely, 2024 out of West Tosha Central, Wisconsin. Ball misses out and away.
That had some good movement on it.
It does.
She's a lefty, too.
That's getting some zip on the outside part of the plate, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And that's coming in on a right-handed hitter.
That's a
but
good bit.
Lila goes out with it.
That's a solid ball right there.
Looks like the wind tailed that ball
yeah.
just a little bit. Last game it was blowing in. Looks like it's blowing a little more side to side.
Mm-hmm.
And that's important as outfielders. They have to come in inning 1 ready to understand what the wind is doing, how it's going to affect a righty and a lefty hitter, and how they have to prepare for it. So outfielders are, softball players are so smart in their approach in every part of the game, but outfielders have to be very cognizant of that.
Mm-hmm.
Due up for Team 22, number 5, Sierra Armstrong.
That's a good ball.
Sydney
Good
Vitangle,
job.
2025 out of Wisconsin Lutheran, Wisconsin.
That was a great grab by the first baseman down the line.
That was a great grab.
Golden glove right there.
And that play was by former pitcher Morgan Costeca.
Former pitcher. Gotta love our pitchers that can play multiple
We
positions. Just make well-rounded athletes.
As Kieran Sanford pounds her first pitch strike.
Nice.
Going outside for strike 2. Hannah Bernier, number 7 of 2024, up to bat for Team 22. She fouls off that 0-2 pitch. Great communication by all of these girls on the field. It has never been quiet.
I love that they're talking to their pitcher.
They are.
That definitely makes a difference with the mindset of the game, just being able to communicate with your pitcher and being loud for her, because I know when I'm on the pitching rubber and it's awkward and quiet, it's just so weird. Oh, that's a nice ball.
Nice ball driven out to left center.
Oh, I thought that went out. That would be the first one of the day.
It'll go back to the fence, and that'll allow Hannah Bernier to have a stand-up double.
I thought she played that really well
She
off
did.
the fence.
And again, the wind is moving those balls in the outfield.
Like even that one, you could see as it went out, it had a little bit of a tail on it.
We've had 3 lefty hitters in a row as well. First pitch on number 8, Maya Price, a 2024 out of St. James Academy in Kansas. So a runner on second. Potential to score some here for Team 22.
It's a good ball right there. That pitch is spinning.
It is.
It is so cool to see.
It is.
Nice.
Nice pitch.
Gotta love when your pitchers can work on the inside for both lefties and righties. It's very cool.
And that's the thing, too. Is I know younger pitchers especially right-handed pitchers, kind of struggle with going to attack lefty hitters, especially slappers, because they're on top of the plate and they're moving toward the ball. A lot of times pitchers like to work around them. You being a pitcher, how have you adjusted to, especially at the older levels, a lot of more people turn around to the left-hand side because it's closer to first base. How have you developed to work at batters versus around them?
Honestly, I just had to develop more and just figure out that hitting people is a part of the game, and I couldn't feel bad every time that I did. I know I was a little bit afraid of throwing into lefties because my pitch curves out, and I'm a right-handed pitcher. So it curves out, and sometimes I would get lefties either on the leg or, like, even during high school season, I got somebody on the helmet one time, which was a little scary. So I was a little nervous just about hurting people. And I just had to realize that hitting people is a part of the game, and just pounding that inside corner on a lefty could be like a game changer. So I really worked with my dad a lot. We have like one of those batters that you can it's like a plastic batter at the facility that I pitch at. And we just put it on the left side of the plate, and I pounded that inside corner until I wasn't hitting the batter at all. So, I mean, even now, like, of course, you're going to have a pitch every once in a while that just tails off a little bit. But I really try my hardest to think of the batter as that little plastic thing that, like, I know that I can hit my spots on, you know?
So. Pitchers, you are struggling with that. You now have an idea of a drill to go do at home.
Go get a plastic batter.
Oh, yeah. Work on it
or
before
even
the fall season.
Put a garbage can in there, because I've used
smart.
that as well. Like, and I've even seen videos of people using cinder blocks, and I'm like, that's crazy. But
there you go, pitchers. That's a drill to do before the fall season.
Yeah, it worked for me, so hopefully it helps you guys out.
And that's another thing. A lot of these players get done with this showcase, get a few weeks off, and then they turn right back around and get into their fall seasons.
Oh my gosh. These kids work hard.
Year round.
Year round. And I feel like people think softball is just a spring sport and like a summer sport, but it is not. Especially nowadays, everybody is playing for competitive travel teams, and everybody is playing year round. And it's super cool to see, because the game is developing to that point where not only do you have travel here, you have professional softball too.
And you have all these girls who work at it on a year basis while managing obligations like school and work. I mean, every girl here is a tremendous student outside of softball, and that's so much more to recognize than obviously softball here in itself. So huge credit to all the athletes out here today.
Yeah, and there's a reason why student comes before athlete and student athlete, is because school comes first always, and your college coaches will know that. Like, my coaches even told me, they're like, we know that Wisconsin has a very rigorous academic schedule, so we are willing to schedule around everybody else's needs, because they know school is more important than softball, in the fact that you are building your career for after you're done with softball, because eventually you're going to have to hang up your cleats.
Right.
So, I mean, hopefully that's not anytime soon for any of us, but you just have to be prepared to have that backup plan if you can't play softball anymore.
Well said. And these players are just so mentally tough, having to balance the demands of softball and school, and they're just very, very mature young adults.
Yes.
Good
play.
Good range by the third baseman over there.
That was a good stretch by the first baseman too, scooping that one right out of the dirt.
Over at third, that is number 10, Casey Beckman, a 2024 out of Bayport, Wisconsin. And then over at first, we've seen quite a bit from her. Number 7, Hannah Bernier.
Bayport was where they hosted the state tournament last year.
Yes.
That was crazy. They have a nice softball field up there.
They have nice facilities all around. It's very,
that entire athletic circle was nice.
Their gym is like a college weight room. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah, it's so nice. Brand new.
That's so nice.
Up to bat for Team 21 is Kaylee Nemick, a 2024 out of Menominee Falls, Wisconsin.
Menominee Falls.
Yeah. Seen Kaylee quite a few times. Again, being
from
Germantown.
Yeah, we played
at Cedarburg.
Yeah, we played them for the sectional final this year, and it was a good game, and we played them for this. I don't remember actually what level it was last year, but it was a nail biter last year. We went to 13 innings. It was crazy, and even Gary came out after, I forget what game it was. It may have been Germantown and DSHA versus each other. And he came out during our 11th inning, and it was right after one of my old teammates, Cassidy Gall, had hit a nuke. Like, she hit a bomb, and we all thought it was going over, but it hit the fence went back in. But it was such a solid hit, because we were tied 1-1 the entire game. So it was a nerve-wracking game, but it was so much fun. Like, that was the most fun I think I've had playing in a 1-to-1 game in my entire career. It was insane.
And I saw Cassidy Gall earlier here this morning. She is here at the showcase as well. We saw Kaylee Nemec just hit. She is a great pitcher.
Yes.
A rising junior. She's got a phenomenal future in front of her. She had a stellar high school season, and I'm a little salty Germantown has to play against her, but I'm very excited to see what she's going to do in the future.
That kid's a baller.
She is a
can
great
play.
upcoming athlete, great pitcher. So super excited for her.
Yeah.
Now up to bat is Morgan Costella, 2024, at Andover, Minnesota.
I thought the ball was going to come through the roof of the thing we're sitting under.
Looks like the sun's starting to set. We might have to
I
get
know.
some lights
some
up
lights
here
out.
in a little bit. Approaching 7 o'clock. Only 30 minutes away from our home run derby.
Oh boy, I am getting excited.
I am very excited.
Can't wait.
It's starting to kick in, the excitement. Nice off-speed pitch.
I have a couple future teammates playing in the home run derby
Really?
actually, so I can't wait to see them mash the ball. But everybody's gonna hit it well,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I can't wait. It's gonna be super cool.
Now up to bat for Team 21. Number 8, Kieran Sanford, a 2025 out of Michigan. Lots left in this game to be played, however.
Yeah. Plenty of time.
Yeah, number 9, Abby Otterness. Just so much confidence attacking that zone.
Oh, nearly
right
caught
off
that
her
ball.
glove. And that'll go out to center field, which will allow Kieran Sanford a single. Following her is 2025, number 9, Jesslyn Stairs out of Southeast Polk, Iowa. Jesslyn, in her last at-bat, lined a high outside pitch to left center. We'll see if she can move her teammate, Sanford, over at first. Swing and a miss.
Good. That was a good grab by catch back here. Very good catch off a foul tip off the bat.
0-1 pitch approaching. Nice pitch. Otterness quickly moves to 0-2 in the count. Lots of room for her to utilize. Nice
Oh, yeah. That's a
pitch.
changeup. I love that pitch.
Painted the outside corner.
That was an amazing
Beautiful
pitch. Jeez.
Whew.
Holy cow. That's a game changer
That
right there.
is.
I love a changeup. I love a good
Lots-
changeup.
Lots of effectful changeups amongst all the
Yeah.
pitchers in this showcase.
It's good to see because I feel like not a lot of kids trust their changeups
No.
when they're this young. And I know it took me a long time to trust my changeup as well, just because I was always known as a hard thrower and I never had an off speed. But literally, like this past summer, I've thrown my changeup more than I have like ever. And I'm actually throwing it for strikes, which is good. So big moves. But but I mean, like having a changeup this young and having it be an effective pitch is just a game changer because you can take it from here and then continue to develop it through your high school years and then through your college years.
And all these girls have been disguising it so
Yes.
well.
They don't give it away. That's
No,
insane.
Which can honestly be a fault of a pitcher's because if batters can pick up on that changeup, it doesn't become effective anymore.
Right, because I know a couple of girls have trouble slowing it down, especially if they're
Yes.
hard throwers, so they end up just slowing down their windup, but that makes it an easy pitch to pick. So
And we talk about a lot of trust in the game of softball. Throwing changeups is one of those things. You just have,
you just have to trust it. Yeah. My dad and I have a daily conversation about trusting my
Oh,
changeup.
yeah.
So I think it's actually more like 3 times a day he talks to me about trusting my changeup.
Just so you remember.
Just so I remember. Yeah, he's like, Peyton, you got to trust your changeup. And I'm like, I do, Dad. Don't worry. And Dad, if you're listening to this, thank you for telling me to trust my
All
changeup.
And here's the pitcher we were talking about earlier, rising junior Kaylee Nemec.
This kid can play.
She can. Talk about a rise ball. This girl has a nasty rise ball. I have
Yes.
fallen victim to it.
A couple of our players, when we played them in the sectional championship, have also fallen victim to it. I think we just witnessed a little bit of that rise action
Yes,
because
and
that started low and ended belt high.
her
That thing was dirty.
Her fastball has a natural upward zip to it,
Yes.
which
That's what makes her deadly. And the
Yes.
changeup right there. The changeup and the rise, man. Those are the two most deadly pitches I think that I've seen in this entire showcase so far. That's money right there. Go get that ball.
good hustle.
Yeah, it was great hustle.
Yeah, Kaylee had an awesome sophomore season. She won all conference, GM Greater Metro Conference for first team pitcher,
That's exciting.
which was great for her. That's a great accolade to have so young
As a
in your high
sophomore,
school
yeah.
career. Yeah,
That's very cool.
so really happy for her. Nice pitch.
She's a baller, bro. She
She's-
can play.
She's got up, she's got in. Just her spin is so effective.
And again, we go back to spin. Like, spin is even more effective
It
than
is.
speed is most of the time. And you can see the proof in Kaylee. Like, she doesn't have the fastest fastball
No.
around, but she has the best spin.
Yes.
So that's
Very
what makes her
tight.
effective.
And that's the thing too. So much so when you get pitchers who are throwing mid 60s or even like in towards the 70s, if that pitcher is leaving it over the plate, all it takes
Right.
is the right part of the barrel to make contact with it, and that ball will go.
Yeah. I've definitely been a victim of having a flat fastball. Back when I first started tincture pitching, I was just throwing hard and I didn't have a lot of movement on the pitch. But now that I'm older and I've developed a little bit more and grew into my body, I'm able to actually spin the ball and move the ball more effectively than what I was before. So most of the hits that come off of my fastball are like bloopers.
Yeah.
So
And that just comes with, maturing through the game.
yes.
A lot of
And
what these girls are
growing
going through
into
right now.
yourself. yeah.
Yes. Again, we have 2027s here in the park
Yes.
today, so a lot of these girls know what that's
Like
like.
fresh to high school kids.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Takes time.
Yes, it definitely does take time. I
Good
think
things
I've been
come to
working
those
on
who
my
wait.
I think I've been working on my rise ball for 5 years now. So it's been a work in progress, but I'm finally like perfecting it, which is good.
Yay. And that ball is just,
She'll get that.
oh,
Good range by the second baseman going to jump for that ball.
the height of Jesslyn Stairs. That helps.
We love our tall middle
Oh,
infielders.
And that will bring number 10, Casey Beckman over at first for Team Gold. Up to bat, Ava Rudd, 2023 out of New Prague, Minnesota. We saw her a little bit behind the plate last inning. Again, Kaylee Nemec's spin just
She's a
on
killer,
point.
bro.
On point.
She's
You see
killing
her
it.
on the mound. She wastes no time. She goes, gets her pitch, and just does her job and
There's
delivers.
that change. Flip it. There you
Easy flip
go.
this first.
Got her.
There's that double play.
Double play. Let's go.
And just a cannon over there by 2025, Jesslyn
Yes.
Stairs. Wasted
That's
no time and
impressive.
fired it over. But again, we see in showcase fashion, there were 3 outs. Team Red already got the 3 outs, but again, we want to get through more hitters.
Yeah.
Really get to see everyone hit and multiple times,
More
too.
at-bats.
So we're going to keep going.
Lost our umpire for a second there.
That's all
there
right.
he is.
He's been working hard today.
Oh, yeah.
These
all of our umpires.
This all the Showtime
They're
crew
awesome.
is just really.
They're such great sports about it, too. Like, they seem very down to earth, and they really want to be
Yes.
here.
All the staff here has just been so
Yes.
great here at Day One. They're really doing the most to make sure these kids get the
They're
most out
working
of their
hard.
experience. Really just trying to help these girls do what they came here to do, and that is showcase their skills and
just
getting
play some good
connect.
ball.
Yes, yes.
That's a good pitch. That rise is jumping.
It is.
Yeah, I remember when we played her in the sectional final, I was like, holy cow.
Yeah.
That's a nice rise ball. Yeah, you can see that spin.
Mm-hmm. And her pitches, too, are very hard because they jump last minute.
Yeah.
I remember my team, we were trying to make the adjustment to, hey, obviously it's a rise ball. She works side to side on the plate, too. Get in the front of the box. Catch it before it jumps. Yeah, that didn't work out so hot for us. But just a great athlete.
When I face a rise ball pitcher, I mean, it's different for me because I'm 6'1", but I just try to stay tall and try to get the ball. I mean, I don't know. It's different for me because I'm tall, but like, I think getting in the front of the box or even just sitting in the back of the box and waiting for that pitch to jump and seeing it actually go out of the zone would be a good approach to the plate there.
And keeping your hands high in your swing and staying
100%.
level through the zone. I know a lot more recently, there's been a lot more players starting to develop that loopy undercut swing. And that can get you in trouble, especially in cases of rise balls. You can swing underneath the ball, you can pop up. So really just keeping your hands high and through the zone is really important when you have pitchers like these with great spin. And we've seen a lot of nice swings here today.
Yes.
So we're getting a little later into the game today.
Yes, the sun is setting.
Yes, people are starting to stick around because they know the
Home
fun
Run
stuff
Derby
is approaching.
I can't wait.
Family Fun Night and the Home Run Derby. New in the mound for Team Gold is Sydney Vitangel out of Wisconsin Lutheran High School in Wisconsin.
Awesome.
I know Wisconsin Lutheran made a showing at state this year for Wisconsin. They were one of the top finalists for, I believe,
exciting.
Division II or Division III. So they had a good run this season, and Sydney was definitely a major contributor to that success.
Good pitch. Looks like she's working away pretty effectively.
She is.
I think she's nearly missing that outside corner. There we go. Come inside.
Nice hard
that was
hit,
nice.
but shortstop's right there.
Hey, big props to her for running it out, though.
Yes.
That is very important because you never know. Like stuff happens. So it's good to always run out the hits no matter where they go.
Especially in a setting like this where you've got coaches watching you. That just showcases your hustle and your effort. Even if you have a foul ball, we've seen some weird spins where balls have started out foul and ended up back in fair territory.
I threw an inside changeup to a righty during one of our California games, and it literally went foul and kept spinning back into fair territory.
Never know.
I was like, oh my gosh, like I've never seen that happen in my 18 years of life. And of course it happened in California. I was like, what? Like it was just such a random occurrence, but you never know. Like stuff like that happens all the time. So, I mean, just always run it out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Coaches love to see it. It's a long strike.
Long strike.
Foul ball over into our
I personally
home run field.
love long strikes.
Oh, yes.
But I also like regular strikes, too.
We've had a lot of them today. The number of times we've had to pause for balls.
Yeah. We've lost a couple to other fields.
And we haven't even gotten to the home run derby yet.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm expecting it then.
Yeah, I'm expecting it more than now, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch some kids mash the ball tonight.
Oh, yeah. They have so much fun doing it,
I
too.
know. I saw videos from last year. It looked so fun. It kind of made me wish that I was their age so I could participate because I love that type of showcase setting where you can just have fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I never participated in a showcase where they had home run derby. I wish they had home run derby at those showcases that I was at because I would have loved it.
And that's what I think makes a showcase like this so unique and so popular. I mean, we have almost 300 athletes here today, just athletes. It doesn't even include families, spectators, grandparents, everyone here to watch. Coaches even. I mean, there's a lot of girls here, and those are just the ones who made it here. There were huge tryouts pools that existed before this showcase. And it just shows you how successful Showtime is, how willing and expansive they are to help girls across the Midwest and across the country. And it just shows you they're willing to do the most for all of these girls, starting from 8 a.m. in the morning to past 10 o'clock at night. They want these girls to have the best 2 days and the most action-packed 2 days that they can and make everything possible for them. And that includes having fun.
Yeah. I mean, I'm having a lot of fun, and I'm not even playing. Like, this is cool. This is awesome.
It is.
Yeah, it's really cool that they put on this event for everybody to come in, and it's not just Wisconsin athletes. It's Illinois, Minnesota, like we were saying, Canada, like
Ontario.
Literally, kids from all over the country and the continent,
and
really,
some,
are coming to Waukesha to come play softball, which is awesome because you know the game extends beyond Wisconsin. The game is everywhere.
Sadie Svenson's had a quite long at bat.
Yes,
she's working.
she has.
On the flip side, Vitango is working.
Hey, I like her pink glove. Do you see that?
Yes, I love
I'm living
pink.
for it. If Wisconsin gives me the opportunity to have pink gloves,
I would take them up on it.
I will be getting those pink gloves.
Under Armour, if you hear her, pink batting gloves.
Under Armour, hear me, please. Maybe just like a pink uniform for breast cancer awareness.
Yes.
I'd love that. Ooh. Fall ball. If my Wisconsin coaches are hearing this, you know what I am requesting.
Number 2 up to bat for Team 21, Taylor Bloom, a 2025 out of Elmira. Starting to hear the music.
Oh, you are?
It's getting to be that time. The DJ's coming in.
Oh, true.
Again, the Home Run Derby, 7:15 sharp. We're going to bring you all the fun activities of Family Fun Night. That includes the skills event, the award ceremony for the leaders from the skills day, the Home Run Derby, the DJ. Everything's going to be live here on W7.
And for those of you who don't know, there is a new all-time, what is it?
Home to home time.
For the first time in
20
years.
We had a sub-11 time. From home to home, sub-11.
Oh, that ball's gone. Oh, I thought it was out.
Right at the fence.
That looks
Taylor
good.
Bloom absolutely smoked that ball, and that'll easily score Jesslyn Stairs.
But yeah, so now we have a new all-time record holder among the crowd. We're not sure who she is.
So you got to stick around to find out who it is.
Yeah, stick around and come out to Infinity Fields in Waukesha, Wisconsin to come figure out who it is.
And you never know. I remember one of our leaders last year was an incoming 8th grader, and she was beating some of these girls in speed on the bases.
For those of you who can't see me right now, my jaw just dropped when she said an 8th grader.
These girls come to play. And when she told me she was an 8th grader, I did not believe it. That girl was so mature. She
like, what?
blew me away.
I'm like, I thought you were older than I was.
I had the same reaction you did. My jaw was dropped.
Yeah. My jaw hit the floor 2 seconds ago.
Still some more softball to be played on this field, though. Team 21 and 22 are just wrapping up their game here.
This is a solid game so far.
It is. A lot of good athletes. A lot of
solid tournament overall.
Yes.
I'm very impressed with the structure of the tournament and just everything about it. It's very cool.
It's kind of surreal. Tomorrow's the last and final day.
I know. That's sad.
I know.
I'm glad that I could be involved this year, though, because...
Yes, we're glad to have you.
Thanks. I love it. It's so much fun. Hey, I'd be back next year if you guys would have me. Never know.
I mean, if you're putting the offer out there, we'll have you. All right,
hey, I'll be home from college.
You heard it here.
I will be back.
Hope your coaches do some scouting in the meantime.
Oh, yeah. Well, I haven't even seen my coach yet. I know she's here.
They'll be here for family fun night.
Oh, yeah. I just want to just give her a hug. Be like, hi, Coach V. I think that's actually one of my future teammates back there.
Look at that.
Oh, never mind. I saw Wisconsin Bandits and assumed.
Hillary, if you're out there,
Yes.
come say hi.
Hillary, come say hi, please. Hillary, we miss you. Come here. Oh my God, she's right there. Hillary,
Woo!
we're talking about you. All good things. It's okay. She doesn't need to come and find us now. I found her. Good catch down by the fence.
Number 3, Caitlin Jones sends a deep fly ball out to Taylor Bloom in left field. Number 4, 2024, Lila McNeil up to bat, again for Team Gold. Pitch delivered low and outside.
It's a good pitch.
Nemec.
I like it. Saw the movement on that.
Oh, yeah. And that's the thing, too, with low pitches that miss way out of the zone or even high out of the zone. If they have good movement, they can still be just as deceiving.
That was a dirty pitch right there. That looked a little off speed if my eyes are okay.
We're approaching 7 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
It's getting late.
It's getting late. It's past my bedtime, actually.
It looked like a similar pitch, though,
Yeah.
and that just shows great adjustment
Yeah.
from Kaylee.
It looks very good. Very impressed with her performance so far. It's a good pitch, good ball.
Ball is sent over the
A
third base
long
side
strike,
fence.
as we would
Long
like to
strike,
say.
yes.
Long strike.
Lila will continue to work.
It's a good ball.
She battles her 1 and 2 count.
What?
Balls are just flying everywhere.
I know. So true. So true.
As any tournament fashion would be.
I know. And softballs are so expensive nowadays.
It's
So
like
like,
$12 for a ball. Crazy.
like, holy cow. I was about to go like bankrupt when I went to go buy some softballs the other day. I was like, holy cow.
I still never understood the concept behind heads up when a ball comes flying, though.
I know. Wouldn't
Never
it be
understood.
heads down?
Right. Never understood.
It's a softball
It's a
baseball thing, I
it's a
think.
thing.
It's just a sports thing. Heads up.
If anyone knows the history behind it, please tell us.
Drop it in the comments right
Yes.
now. Tell us, please. Are the comments open, hopefully? Okay, good. Please, somebody look it up and put it in the comments for us because we need to know. We need to know. Oh my God, they're playing Justin Timberlake on the other
Ooh.
field right now. Oh, that was a good catch.
Sydney flies out to left field again to Taylor Bloom. 2 outs for Team Red.
I'm having a lot of fun right now.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is awesome.
It's feeling good environment, feeling good.
Good vibes all
Yes.
around.
Hannah Bernier back up for Team Gold. She's had a great day offensively.
Yes, she has.
Few doubles.
Very impressed.
Really nice contact. Consistently as well.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, she's been able to barrel up line drives to the gaps off of different pitchers, too, which can be
Yes.
hard seeing 2 to 3 different pitchers in a
Yeah,
game.
she's seeing a lot of different.
As we
Oh
just
my
saw
gosh,
it.
there she goes again.
She took that pitch, which had great spin on it, and just sent it right up the middle.
This kid's got a good eye for the ball.
She does. And she attacks the pitches she wants.
Yes.
Smart hitting.
Very smart hitting. This kid's tall.
Now up to bat for Team Gold, number 8, Maya Price, a 2024 out of St. James Academy, Kansas.
Yeah, she's got big letters on the back of her helmet that says 2024. That's
you
actually
go.
smart.
Yeah, especially for things like this.
Yeah, that's very smart of her. Be like, I'm not a junior. Don't talk to me. The sun is going down
It's
quickly
setting.
here. Oh, good pitch. That's a nice off
Very
speed.
Nice pitch.
And you know you can't plate that because if she makes an adjustment and barrels that up, that's probably going to be a well hit ball.
Yeah.
So I
Nice
like where she's
pitch.
placing those pitches. They're very good. Down in the zone, Very nice.
Great work by Kaylee Mick.
Yes.
She's just going out there, getting her job done, and doing it with confidence.
I feel like every time I watch her, I'm impressed.
I am. I've seen
And
that
you have
girl
to play against her one more year.
One more year. One more year.
Don't swing at the rise.
Nope.
Don't swing at it.
Don't swing at the rise.
Oh
I
my
get to
gosh.
play against the Bergies, too, who we saw last game. So
That's exciting.
yeah. I get to pitch to all of them, too, so
Aw.
double threats.
Oh, geez.
They're really nice
Best
girls,
of luck
though,
to ya.
outside. Thank you.
Yeah.
Outside of softball. They're great.
Yeah. Well, they seem like very good kids. All of these kids here have very good attitudes about the game.
They
and
do.
even if they strike out, they're not going back to the dugout with their heads hung low. They're
Nope.
very confident in themselves, and they know that this is fun. And it's
is.
not, I mean, it is serious, but it's also like not serious, you know?
At the end of the day, you're doing it for you. At the end
Yeah,
of the day,
and you're having fun.
right, you're having fun, meeting new people, getting to meet new coaches who have feedback for you.
Yes.
And it's just a great experience to better yourself as a person and an athlete.
Yes. I like this umpire's zone.
Yes. I
He's
do.
got a pitcher's zone, as
He
I would say.
does.
I like the up strikes. Very nice.
He's working well with a bunch of the different pitching styles
Yes. That's a nice changeup right there. She's ahead now.
we've seen. She is.
2 strikes, no balls.
Working with confidence again.
Yeah. Trying to see if.
Nice pitch.
Good. Strike 3. That's a nice strikeout right there. Working with different levels of the zone. Very
Good work.
cool. This feeling in my body. I have a couple bandits watching this right now.
Ooh. That ball lasered down the first base
That was
side.
a nice,
Just foul.
nice rip down the line.
Oh, and 1 pitch approaching. Oh,
Good. Is that by the 2027 over there? Is she a 27 or a 26? What is that?
26,
'Kay.
26, dark green.
2026. That kid's got a glove right
She
there.
did.
Oh my gosh. We've got 2 greens on the field. I
Oh,
didn't
they're
even
both
see
middle
that.
infielders, too.
Aw.
Oh.
I love that for them. That's so cute.
We saw her in the circle, and now she's going
Yeah.
to hit. There's Kaylee Nemec.
Hey, she can hit too.
She can.
She barrels up a ball. It's going far.
It's going.
I like how Falls puts softballs on their
Yes,
helmets.
I love
I was
that
looking at
too.
that. I was like, that's fun. Very good pitch from, what number is she? Number 6.
Number 6, Sydney Vitangle.
Sydney Tangle. Very, very good pitch. I like that upspin on it. I'm a sucker for the rise ball.
Oh, yeah.
You've heard me commentate on the rise
Oh,
ball all
yeah.
day today.
There is
You're probably like, stop talking about the rise ball. Talk about a different pitch for once.
There is no better feeling than a pitcher throwing a good rise ball or a good change and seeing a batter swing and miss at a pitch you know you threw well. It's not gonna lie, it's a confidence booster. I've gotten excited on the mound.
Yes, same.
Especially because pitchers, every softball athlete works hard, but
Yeah.
pitchers and catchers work so hard to perfect mechanics, especially pitchers.
There's so much going on
They're
there.
mastering so many spins and
Yeah.
so many pitches and remaining consistent with their effectiveness. And so if they're really working hard on getting a pitch or really reworking pitches and it works, it's a good feeling.
What is your favorite pitch to throw?
My go-to is a change or a curve. That's my go-to.
Dang, girl.
What about you? I know you said the rise. Yeah.
Rise.
Wild guess.
Yeah. Nobody knew that.
All right, W7, that concludes our coverage of live games for today and our coverage of specifically Team Gold and Team Red, teams 21 versus 22. Thank you for tuning in to today's live games feed, but don't go yet. Coming up shortly at around 7:15, 7:30-ish, we are bringing you Family Fun Night, arguably the most fun part of the day.
Oh, yeah.
And us here at W7 are going to make sure you get to see every part of it. So we're going to end this stream, but make sure you stick around, stay on that W7 page, because Family Fun Night is coming for coming towards you and coming towards you soon. So, Peyton, I'm going to sign off with you. We're W7, and who are we for?
For the girls.
We'll see you in a few.